Hi, I'm Linda.
And I'm Darcy.
And we'd like to welcome you to our new episode of Wisdom from a Bathroom Stall. If you want to know more about us and our history, check out our introduction episode. Those will be on our new Facebook page, web page, and our platforms. We'll be talking today about gardening. Darcy will be talking, I'll be listening. I kill plants, that's my hobby.
So, I used to kill
No,
plants.
I don't kill plants. I don't kill indoor plants.
I used to. I do not now.
But in today's economy,
yes,
now more than ever, it makes it worth it to maybe try your hand at gardening. Mm-hmm. You can usually get seeds pretty cheap, yes?
Yes, okay. Both the cheap and some are a little more spendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually the more spendy ones are heirloom seeds. So you can actually buy them once and then get the seeds from the fruit or the vegetable and replant them. So that's cool.
Can you do that with any of them?
No, hybrid seeds don't work that way.
Oh, they won't germinate?
They will germinate, but you don't get the exact same product that it came from.
Wow.
I grew some peppers using hybrids, and they were weird.
Did they have like feet?
They were just odd shaped, and they also it was peppers, and they never got past the green stage.
Oh.
And they came from red and yellow peppers.
Okay.
So they just never kept getting, to the point where they were turning colors.
Huh.
So that was interesting. So yes, heirloom seeds are wonderful because you only have to buy them once. Yeah, seed starting time right now in Minnesota. I've already started seeds. I'll try and put some pictures up if I figure out how to do that. But I've started some tomatoes. I've started peppers. I actually have a couple hibiscus that I started from seed that came up, and I'll talk about this in a minute. But so I'm really excited about that because I have like a whole packet that I bought from a person, and they're heirlooms. So,
wow.
Yeah, so I did that. I'm going to do hydroponics for the first time.
Explain that a little bit.
That is using water, no soil. There are different types of hydroponics, but the one I'm going to start with, because I'm very much a beginner, the one I'm going to start with is called passive hydroponics, or I'm also using the Kratky method.
The who?
It was by a scientist named Kratky.
Okay.
Kratky. You can look it up. In fact, I'll give you a really cool YouTube channel to go to find it. And so this is where I'm using a jar. I'm using just mason jars. And there's these little net cups that you can buy that fit into the top of them. And then you put some little clay stones in there, and you add nutrients to the water, and it grows. The roots grow down, the plant goes up, and as soon as I'm using lettuce, I have a salad bar I'm doing in the house. Okay. So the roots go down and they soak up those nutrients. So it's almost better than planting it in dirt because they have everything they need.
Well, I don't think a lot of people realize how many plants can grow in just water. Like a lot of houseplants too.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to go off on a tangent about houseplants, but yeah, you
spider plants. Yeah, a lot of them.
You'll go off on a tangent about
houseplants. I can go
on.
Yeah. I'll keep going. So that's what I'm not anywhere near being an expert at gardening. I've been doing it different ways from, quite a few years, off and on, depending on, I've moved a lot, so I haven't been able to have a steady garden anywhere. And this year, I'm starting over again. I'm getting a greenhouse, and I'm
maybe two.
And so I'm very excited to start my journey on learning more about the different hydroponic systems. There is a YouTube channel that I really like. There's a few of them that are really, really good, but one of them is called Humble Growth Hydroponics. And that I was going to say boy because he's young, but he's much younger than I am. But he does such a good job giving you the directions and showing you how to do this. So I really highly recommend visiting his website and his YouTube channel. He also has so much information that you can actually download for free that talks about starting from seeds and going through the whole process. So I'm really excited about his YouTube, and that's where I've been learning a lot of mine. As far as planting seeds, what I've really learned this year is not all seeds can just go into the ground or a pot or whatever. Some of them need to be cold before they can germinate. And so they need that winter-like thing. And if you can't do it outside, I'm doing it in the fridge and in the freezer. So there's like moist cold stratification. You take the seeds and you like put them between paper towels, and you get them a little bit wet and you put them in the fridge for anywhere from a week to maybe 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they just kind of hang out there in the fridge until you're ready to plant them.
Or you put them on a salad.
Right. And so even like for my hibiscus, I planted some, a couple of them grew. The rest of them I put in the freezer for 2 weeks. So we'll see.
Oh, that's a great comparison.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing a lot of experimenting.
Growing, whether you're starting a plant or clipping a plant or growing vegetables, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to see stuff come up. Kids, I think, particularly
Oh,
get
yeah.
really interested in it. You know, get them a little plant of their own to take care of, teach them a little responsibility that way without, there's no harm or foul. The plant doesn't make it,
Right.
It's just fun for them. What was I thinking? So what have you all grown over the years that you found successful here? Because
Minnesota can be really tough. So peppers and tomatoes have been great for me. I do buy some of my seeds from the Baker Seed Company or rareseeds.com. They have heirloom seeds. There's other places that have them too, but every time I bought from them, all my seeds grow. I'll show a picture of my tomato. I have some spoon tomatoes that are so cute. They're just tiny little things. And those are supposed to take 7 days to germinate, and mine sprouted at 4 days. So that's amazing.
Oh, you're the garden hero.
So yeah, it was a lot of hit and miss. But yeah, so with cold stratification, you just want to look on the back of your seed packet and see what kind you need, and then Google it or look on YouTube for how to do that.
Cool.
Yeah, so this year I'm going to do a lot of experimentation. Having the greenhouse, I'll be able to do it in there. Hydroponics, I'm going to do raised beds. I'm also probably going to do some just using like gallon jugs.
Mhm.
In different ways. You can cut off the top, flip it upside down, and that's almost like a passive hydroponic as well, or use them in dirt. There's window farms. That is really
yeah, if you've got those jutted out windows, it's easier, but you don't have to have those to garden a little bit. And it's not just vegetables either, or
Right.
fruits, or regular plants. It can be herbs.
Oh yeah.
Herbs are, if you are just learning to cook and you don't know what herbs you like, it's a great way to try it out without spending a ton of money in the grocery store, because fresh herbs are really, really pricey.
Yeah.
So that can save you some money. You're still having fun growing your plants.
Yeah.
There's container gardening.
Yes.
Which you talk about raised garden beds are great, particularly if you can't bend over a lot, if you've got some physical issues, or if you have critter issues,
Yes.
because you can put chicken wire around them.
Yeah.
A lot of people will plant marigolds
Yes.
around their
Yes.
their fruits and vegetables, whatever, to keep the deer away. They do not like the smell.
Right.
I think roses is another one.
Maybe.
It typically things that are real bristly, like barberry bushes,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But you don't have to go all out. You can get a good sized square pot,
Yeah.
or round pot,
Or
if you want to do 1 or 2 plants.
you could do, I mean, find different things that are a container.
Yeah.
You can either drill holes in the bottom of them, you can put rocks down there, yay much.
Yeah,
so,
just make sure
so
they have
it'll
drainage.
drain. Yep. You can do so much.
Yeah, there's hay bale gardening.
Yeah.
I have never done it. I had a friend who tried it, and she was moderately successful with it. I can't remember what she grew, and that is really, yes, you plant in the hay bale. I would look that one up. I'm probably not the best source for that, but people grow potatoes in tires.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they'll do a layer in I assume it's in the within the interior of the tire.
Yeah.
And then once they start sprouting and they get so high, you kind of cover them, and then you put another tire, tire.
Oh.
And so that's another one you should Google, because I've only read about it.
Yeah.
But we did gardening at our former house, not a ton, because we had really hard clay soil.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot that would grow in it. We had 1 good year of peppers, I think. We tried beans and peas and the whole bit. I mean, your soil has a lot to do with it. And you can do amendments to your soil to improve it. You have to use the right fertilizers too. But if you just need to get your soil to loosen up and not compact down again, you can just use gypsum.
Oh.
That's relatively cheap. It looks like styrofoam. Little bits of styrofoam, and it'll get some air in there, loosen it up.
See, I did not know that.
You can do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
You just need to break it up.
Yeah.
But we did have a really good year. That all we planted was potatoes, and I was sitting. We had a plastic outdoor table and chair, and my husband Max was on the other side of the garden, and it wasn't huge, maybe a 10 by 10. He's digging all potatoes and pitching them at me as people are walking up the road. We had a whole grocery bag of potatoes. It was awesome. They were delicious.
Yeah.
We want to try a little bit of gardening here. It's a new yard. We have a lot of animals here. So, I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
It can't be close to the ground. We have rabbits that live under our house. They live under the porch. So we have rabbits and snakes, and we have bears, deer, not wolves, coyotes,
Yeah.
and all the predator birds. And we have Edgar, who lives in our pond.
The toad?
No.
No. Edgar.
No, he's a muskrat.
A muskrat, yes.
Yeah. And sometimes there's a Mrs. Muskrat out there.
Yeah.
But so we want to see what we can do to garden here.
Yeah.
And have it survive.
Yeah.
And Darcy's gonna help me.
Sure. Do what I know. What I've learned. I've got a long ways to go, but
we can learn together.
Yes, we can.
That's another thing. Share a garden with a friend.
Yeah.
So you're both kind of taking care of it. Once you can start harvesting, it can occupy a little bit of time, depending on the size of your garden. And when I was a kid, my parents did cantaloupe, watermelon, pumpkins, green beans, peas, a lot of little things that once they started growing, like beans are incredible, and cucumbers.
Yeah.
You don't have them, and then 3 days later, it's full grown.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's so much fun.
I bought like $100 worth of seeds.
Wait.
So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see how much I get planted.
I have flower seeds.
Yeah, I have some too for the front yard. Yeah. Yeah. So be sure to look up that YouTube channel, Humble Growth Hydroponics, for a lot of really good instructions. He even shows stuff that failed too.
Oh, cool.
And lessons learned.
Yeah.
So
no
that's
doubt.
really nice.
So can you put these links on our Facebook page anywhere?
I will. I'll put it on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page underneath the, right above the comments.
And then whenever we are able to get our website up and going, links for everything will be on there. For episodes, links to things like this, links, there will be a spot for quotes if you heard something that you liked here. All that stuff will be on there.
Yeah.
And I think it would be pretty easy to navigate and be able to figure out exactly what you're looking for. You won't have to plow through everything to find it. So
Yeah, that's exciting. I can't wait to get that going too.
I know, that's me. It's me. It's my
We're having fun with this, by the way.
Today's segment of Finding Barry Gibb.
Yes.
The other artist, it's Chris Martin, but it's also the band. It's Coldplay. In 2016, they played Glastonbury. And, not everybody plays there, obviously. It's a big stadium. Michael Jackson never played there. I don't think Led Zeppelin ever played there. I don't think maybe Bon Jovi, not sure. I mean, they like the best of the best, and that's not meant to be insulting to any other band, but they're pretty selective on who comes out there and plays. Anyways, in 2016, Coldplay was out there and they were playing and having a good time, and then at some point towards the end, they put up on the screen the Gibbs, the Bee Gees, the Gibbs, Barry Gibb, and they were playing, and then out walked Barry Gibb, and Barry Gibb says, "Oh, so let's have a vote. Should I stay or should I go?" Or something like that. And it was pretty overwhelming. Yes, you should stay. So then Chris Martin and Barry Gibb did To Love Somebody and Staying Alive. And it was really, really, it seems that people really, really welcomed that. They welcomed seeing Barry Gibb back on the stage. So that's the connection to Coldplay. But then Barry Gibb also played Glastonbury in 2017 as one of their legend artists. And it was amazing. There was 100,000 people in the stadium, but there was also 3.7 million people watching it on TV at the time, making it, at least at that time, the most popular Legends concert that had played out there.
Wow.
So it's kind of nice to know, this guy's been in this business since, let's see, early 50s, and he's still out there. He is still making music. He's still recording and still doing albums. He's maybe doing another tour, one last tour, and maybe working on another album.
That's really good.
So that is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, fun fact, I think the oldest person to ever play Glastonbury was like Engelbert Humperdinck or something like that.
Oh my gosh. My mom loved him.
Oh, yeah.
However, I think she liked Tom Jones better.
Tom Jones is better.
Yeah. Oh, Tom Jones was amazing.
He's still touring.
I know.
He's going to be in Las Vegas. I can't remember when.
Yeah.
Soon, this year.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Barry Manilow just signed a lifetime contract.
I heard that.
I can't remember what the hotel is, but it makes me laugh. I mean, he's 80 whatever. And you're going to play here for the rest of your life. Okay.
May he have a long...
May he live long and prosper.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yes, you can say that.
Okay.
Okay, let's do our quote.
Actually, I guess there really isn't any more news on the Facebook. Can you give out our email address again?
Yes, email address is darcandlinda@gmail.com, and it's DARC and Linda, LINDA,
Yeah, I'm not fancy, no LY. Again, if you haven't seen us before, I like to do a quote. I like to do positive quotes. And this one is from Eleanor Roosevelt. It is, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." And it's very simple. It's very straightforward. She was a really confident woman. She's a really smart woman. You don't have to give your value away to somebody else. You don't have to give your pride in yourself. If someone doesn't like you, that's on them.
Yeah.
You're not responsible for that. there's another saying, what other people think of you is none of your business.
Yes, yes.
And I like that because we worry so much about
I
what
love
people
that
think of
one.
us, and you shouldn't. You don't have to be the fan favorite wherever you
Yeah.
go. Just be you. And with that said, if you or someone you know is suffering from depression or anxiety, please seek help. If the situation is dire and immediate, please call 911 or the suicide hotline of 988. Come back in a couple weeks and we'll have a new episode of Wisdom from a Bathroom Stall.
Yay. Good deal.